Ladies and gentlemen, it's Guitaro 5000. Thank you so much for all the likes that I got on my tutorial video for my song called I Wanna Take a Trip. And as promised, ladies and gentlemen, in exchange for 50 likes or more, and I did get more, a lot more, I will release part 2 of this tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Now, we're gonna focus on that drum beat, that drum groove that gets that, gets you a bop in your head. And we're gonna use the first verse in order to teach that. Now, I won't focus too much on the chord progression. It's pretty straightforward. But I will definitely focus a lot on that drum beat. So the first verse goes like this. If I could go to Mars, it wouldn't be too far just to get away from you. That's what I have to do. It seems like this romance just doesn't have a chance. So I'll fly across the world and I'll find a brand new girl. So that's basically how it goes. The chords for this part are E major, A flat dominant 7th, A major, and then A minor. And occasionally a B goes right here too. So make sure you learn those chords and then come back and learn how to play the rest of the song. So let's get into that drum beat, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put the chords in the description, by the way. Now, on the drum beat, we're going to focus on playing it on the A chord, just for simplicity's sake. So this whole tutorial will be basically on the A chord. I'm going to break this beat down into 3 sections: alpha, beta, Charlie. Alpha would sound like this. This is alpha section. And then beta would sound like this. See? And then Charlie would sound like this. Let's learn how to do each of those parts of the beat and then put them all together at the end. So this is how you play the alpha section. Hit the kick drum sound while forming the A chord, and then do an upstroke right after that. So it was like this. See? Remember, when you do the upstroke, make sure you release your fingers slightly from the fretboard in order to stop the note. So it would sound like this. Instead of like this, it would sound like this. So, see? Now, pretend the whole song does not exist. Just practice that part by itself. Now, let's do the beta section of this beat. With your fingers still slightly removed from the fretboard, you would do this. And the way you do that is kick, then kick snare, and then upstroke. How you do a kick snare sound? Well, it's basically the kick and the snare at the same time. Now, how to do the snare sound? Take your pointer or your middle finger, however rude you're feeling that day, and hit the soundboard of your guitar. It will sound like this, almost. See, I have a little piece of metal right here, and that will help it to sound more like poppy, like a snare. But you don't have to have that if you don't want to. So, hit that like this, like that, and hit the kick drum at the same time. So instead of like this or like this, it would sound like this. And it would look like this too. See? Like that. There you go. So, kick, then kick snare, and then upstroke with your fingers slightly removed from the fretboard, so to make no chord sound. It would sound like this. Sorry, like that, like that, like that. Practice this over and over again. Like that. So next will be the Charley section, and the way you do it is by pressing down on your A chord, and then strum, and then snare, and then strum again, and then upstroke. So the first 2 strums are downstroke. It will sound like this. See? Downstroke, then snare, then downstroke, and then upstroke. All together, sound like this. Now, let's put together A, B, and then C. So, A, it sounds like this. And then B, and then C. Well, alpha, beta, Charlie. So, alpha, and then beta, sound like this. And then Charlie. That's how you put them all together. Now, keep in mind the groove of the song goes goes alpha, beta, Charlie, beta, Charlie, beta, Charlie, beta, Charlie, beta, Charlie. Alpha only comes in the beginning of the beat, and it does not come after that until the beat starts over again. And I'll show you which parts of the song where the alpha part comes in back again. So real slow, it sounds like this. And you can use this beat to play the whole song. I wanna take a trip just to wake up somewhere new, just to fall out and even real slower than that. Sure, I'll fall. Alright, I'm getting carried away. Alright, so the only thing missing now is the bass note, ladies and gentlemen, because as you know, the actual song sounds like this. And then I will teach this bass line in part 3. Sorry, this is part 2. In order to get to part 3, oh my goodness. In order to get to part 3, I'm gonna need at least 60 likes on this video. So hand over them likes right away. See you guys next time.